partner. Nah, that doesn't sound right. Let me get out of the smoke. Howdy, neighbor. Howdy, neighbor. That's not an accent. Howdy, partner. Sounds like I'm from Cape Cod. Oh, hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Sandy Shepard from Norman, Oklahoma, and I'm just working on my greeting in case I would be so lucky as to win a day cooking with Sarah Moulton right here in my house, maybe in my backyard. So today I'm going to show you my entry for the Subaru and Sarah Moulton locavore recipe challenge. So like I said, I was just practicing my welcome. I've lived in Oklahoma now for over half of my life, and I still can't pull off a good Oklahoma accent. Well, but anyway, that doesn't really matter, because what I can pull off is making a delicious dish for you. Now, let's get out of the smoke. That's going to take about 20 minutes before it's ready, and that'll give me just enough time to prep everything in the house. So, come on, follow me. Okay, welcome to my kitchen. I'll tell you a little something before I tell you what I'm making. I wanted to tell you a little story. I grew up in northern Iowa, and it was the era of watching all the westerns on TV when I was young, like The Lone Ranger, Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, hearing Gene Autry, who happens to be from Oklahoma, by the way, sing, "Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam." And then when I was about 12 years old, we took a vacation and drove through Oklahoma, and I fully intended to see cowboys, Indians, and buffalo roaming around everywhere. And it was not like that. You know, Oklahoma does have sort of a wild and woolly history. So what better thing today to make for you that would really well represent Oklahoma than bison? So I'm going to cook up for you some bison chili. It's really going to be good. You know, we have here in Oklahoma, we have 27 bison ranches. Let alone we have the Wichita Mountain Refuge, which is a federally protected area of over 59,000 acres, and there are approximately 600 bison who are free to roam right beside deer and elk and Texas longhorn steers. And it's quite the tourist attraction. My husband and I eat bison on a regular basis. Oh, and I keep calling them bison, don't I? Well, that's because if in the United States in particular, bison are not buffalo. Buffalo are like water buffalo in Africa. But I'm going to show you now some of the ingredients that are going to go into this bison chili. I think it's really going to be a good batch. And I tried to find as many locavore ingredients as I possibly could. But it is kind of not the right season for a lot of things. And so I have to expand the diameter of my locavore treasure hunt to include some canned things. But you know, we have all 4 seasons here, so we aren't as lucky as the East Coast and the West Coast and able to grow things year-round. I love to cook. I'm going to show you now what's going into this Oklahoma bison chili. First is bison, raised right here in the state of Oklahoma. This is ground bison, and I used another Oklahoma product, a meat tenderizer. And we're going to brown this along with locally grown onions that I purchased at the farm market Saturday, and poblano pepper, Fresno chili peppers, and a large chipotle pepper in adobo. We have to deglaze this pan, and what better thing in chili than some amber ale, also an Oklahoma produced product. Something else I'm going to put in, since we're going to cook this on the barbecue grill. Yes, I'm going to smoke it. It's going to be a smoked chili. So I'm using another Oklahoma product, a barbecue sauce, and it's sweet and smoky, and one of my very favorite brands. Also, we got to have a little garlic in chili. Look at these, produced by an Oklahoma company. I've got a lot of made in Oklahoma products here. These are a sweet pickled garlic. And am I going to use all of these? Yes, I am going to use all of those, because that's going to make it delicious. Earlier, I roasted on the grill sweet potatoes, and I used white sweet potatoes. I also roasted the peppers on the grill that I showed you, and 3 ears of corn. And you know, some people say, don't put beans in chili. But you know what? That's mostly Texas. And I don't live in Texas. I live in Oklahoma, and I love beans in my chili. So I'm using low sodium red kidney beans and low sodium black beans, along with our 3 ears of roasted and grilled sweet corn. These are actually canned tomatoes, and they are fire roasted, crushed, and diced tomatoes. Different assorted spices I'll be using. I'm using Mexican oregano, I'm using smoked paprika, I'm using roasted cumin, and a hot Mexican chili powder. So here's another Oklahoma-made product. This is Scotch bonnet pepper jelly. I'm also going to be adding in 3 thick-cut slices of lean bacon, applewood smoked. We all know that fat equals flavor, and bison is so lean that it's not going to hurt to put a little bit of fat in there. So now I'm going to go to the stove and start putting it together, mix all the other ingredients in, and then take it out to the pit smoker. And I'll be back with you when it's chili tasting time. Okay, here we are, back to check on the chili, and I know it is perfectly done and smoked at this point. It's been a couple of hours, so it's time to take a little taste test. So I've already dished some up, and I topped it with some shredded cheddar cheese, a dollop of light sour cream, and cilantro. So I'm going to take a little taste. It's delicious. It is totally delicious. Not only is it delicious, but it's heart healthy too. And what makes it heart healthy? Well, of all of the meat proteins, whether it be beef or pork or lamb or poultry of any kind, even some fish varieties, bison is the lowest in fat, lowest in cholesterol, lowest in calories, and the highest in percentage of protein. I mean, this is the meat you should be eating. And there's no gamey taste. They're grass-fed. No hormones, no additives. We're talking healthy. So Sarah, I really hope that you decide to come and spend a day cooking with me in my kitchen or my backyard, and we can pit smoke something together. I know you'll totally enjoy your trip to Oklahoma. I'll take you to a bison ranch. There's practically one around every corner in Oklahoma. Thank you so much for viewing my entry, and I hope to hear back from you. But for now, this is Sandy Shepherd, Norman, Oklahoma, saying happy trails to you until we meet again. I like fire roasted.